SwayamPrabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is the 6th laboratory session that we are having in the functional and conceptual design course. So in every lab course, what we are trying to do is to look at our theory, whatever you learned in the theory, and then see how we can implement that for a product in the lab, or at least practically how can we use those principles for redesigning a product. These are what we actually we have been doing for the last few sessions. So in this session also we will do a similar exercise, and this time the product will be a vacuum cleaner. Most of you will be aware of this product. So most of you will be aware about this product, vacuum cleaner. You might have used this, you must be having this at home, or you might have seen somebody using this product. So as usual we will do a dissection of the product, try to identify all the main function of the product, and then try to find out try to get all the parts identified, and then look at each part how this part is contributing to the main function of the product. But as an exercise to reinforce our theoretical learning, we will be doing the exercise of preparing a house of quality and technical specification for this product. If you want to redesign this product, and you know the customer needs, you can identify the customer needs. How do we use these needs in order to develop the house of quality and technical specification for the product? And you know what is house of quality and you know what is technical specification. So a technical specification is basically to convert the subjective needs of the customer to an objective value, and then use this information in the house of quality in order to compare the products, existing products, with the product you want to design, and then see what should be the target values for this technical specification. So the house of quality will give you the target values for specification. It will help you to compare the products in the market and benchmark the products in the market, and as well as it will help you to identify the technological conflicts and the challenges that you may face in designing the product. So this is what is going to be done in this experiment. Okay, so the objectives, as in the previous cases, the first three will be the same: the functioning of the product, parts list, assembly chart. So then for some of the identified needs, you prepare the need metric chart. So you need to identify the metrics corresponding to each need, and then prepare a need metric chart showing the dependency of these metrics with the needs. So which are the needs associated with the corresponding metrics, and how they are related, whether there is a strong relation or a weak relation need to be identified. So that is basically the need metric chart. So that you need to prepare the need metric chart, and then the next stage is basically the next step is to prepare the house of quality. And in order to prepare the house of quality, what you need to do is to identify get the benchmarking values from the products which are available in the market. As a group you can work on this, identify the benchmarking values, and how the products are satisfying the market currently, and what kind of satisfaction they are providing, whether they are highly satisfied or less satisfied can be identified. And based on that and the metrics, the values of the metric they use, you can identify the target values. So at the end of this you will be getting the metric and the target values that actually becomes the specification for the product, the specs or the design specification for the product. So at the end of this need metric chart and house of quality, you should be able to specify the product, or you should be able to get the product specification in terms of the metrics and values. For example, what should be the weight of the product, or what should be the temperature at which it should be heated, or what should be the time it should take in order to get a particular temperature. So those things should be specified, and that becomes the design specification for the product. So, this is what is expected from you in this product. Okay, so if you look at the product as such, you will see that the product is actually the vacuum cleaner, and brand is Forbes, and the model is known as Easy Clean from this company. And if you look at the major functions, you can see in this product, one of the main functions is to collect the dust from the surface, whether it is a carpet or a floor or a cushion, you need to collect the dust. And it is not that just collect dust, you need to store it also. You cannot simply throw it out, so you need to have some mechanism to store the dust, and then you need to, to do that, you need to generate vacuum. So, how do you collect the dust? You need to, if you need to collect dust, either you have to generate the vacuum. And an additional function with most of the vacuum cleaners will be having is a blowing option, that you can actually blow air. So, in order to do that, you need to generate some pressure and to blow the air. So, that may be an additional function that you can see. So, these are the main functions that the product is doing. Now, you need to see how the different parts in the product are enabling this function or supporting these functions. So, that is that one you need to do in the exercise. So, the procedure is almost the same, and here we do not do the functional decomposition for the time being. We will be doing only the house of quality, that is what is needed in this particular exercise. So, please do the need identification and house of quality for this product. Okay. So, this is the format, and again, as I told you, this is not this exercise, we will be doing this later. So, in this exercise, we will be doing the need metric. Okay, so we will be looking at the, so as you know, we will be doing the product dissection procedure, then you have the parts list, then you have the assembly chart, and then this is common for all the reports, and after this you will be looking at the need metric chart. So, as I told you, you need to prepare the need metric chart and then show it in your reports, and then you need to have the house of quality. So, all of you know how to prepare the house of quality diagram, provide all the information whatever is available with you, and whatever you can actually, if you are assuming some data, you can actually mention that in the reports and prepare the house of quality, and based on this specify what is the specification for the product specification to be mentioned in the report. So, this is what is expected from you in the report. I hope it is clear to you. So, you can go to the technical assistant, he will be, or the teaching assistant, he will be helping you with the product and the product dissection, and then this part, the need metric chart, house of quality and product specifications to be done by you as a group, and then prepare the report and submit. Okay? Yeah, thank you very much.
So, today we will be looking at a vacuum cleaner. The main purpose of vacuum cleaner is to clean the households, domestic areas, in small households, small places, and it is not used for commercial purposes. So, first component that we are looking at is the brush. So, there are various brushes available for different purposes. So, this one is the crevice brush or corner brush, which can be used for cleaning the corners, whereas this is nothing but the extension or the extension hose. This is used for extending the reach of the vacuum cleaner. Suppose you want to reach where the places where you can't easily get the vacuum cleaner to, you can use this to reach that. This is nothing but the floor or carpet cleaning brush. The purpose of this is you place it on the floor, rub it, so the bristles over here will disengage the dust, and that will get attracted through this place, and that will go inside the vacuum cleaner. So, in order to use this, we need to use this extension rod. The purpose of this extension rod is similar to the flexible hose, just to increase the reach. So, the other brush that we have got is nothing but the upholstery brush, or the purpose of this brush is rather to use for cleaning sofas, cushions, and the bristles, the design of the bristles are such that it can easily remove the dust, and that will get attracted through the hole. So, we have got the power cord of this product, which connects to the 3-pin socket, the traditional 3-pin socket, to the revolt 50 Hz, and on the other end we have got the on-off switch, which can be seen over here. and then the other end goes to the motor. So before we dissect this product, there is this additional component, if you can see. So this product is not just a vacuum cleaner, it also acts as a blower. So what you can do is, in some places the vacuum cleaner might not be able to create enough suction pressure. So what we do is, we use this, remove this component from the back and attach this. So now this vacuum cleaner can be used as a blower. So initially, if you can see this component, this is nothing but the rear filter cover. So the purpose of this component is to remove the exhaust gas, the air that gets sucked in from here, over here. However, when we remove this and put this, so this is nothing but the blower end. So now the vacuum cleaner acts as a blower and the air gets blown out from this end. So this can be used to remove the hard dust that is very sticky on the surface, and later on you can easily attract it through the vacuum cleaner. So that was the purpose of blower. Okay, so the first component over here is nothing but the dust cup. The purpose of this is to attract the dust from this nozzle and store it in this the filter cover. So this is nothing but the dust bag or the dust filter which stores the dust, and this is the dust cup. Now this is nothing but the shoulder strap. The shoulder strap is basically for easy carrying of the product. So we can't keep lifting the product for a long time, that might cause handaches. So we can use this shoulder strap for hanging this vacuum cleaner in our shoulders, and that will give more comfort. Okay, so this is the heart of the vacuum cleaner. Now this component, the outer component, is known as the housing. This is the right housing, this is the left housing. Now to separate it, you have to just pull this apart, and we can keep it over here. And inside you have got a motor. So we will be looking at the motor in a while. So we'll remove this and keep it. So the design of this housing is such that the motor generates heat basically. So the design of the housing is such that the heat generated from the motor expels easily. So that's how it's designed. We can look at how the grooves are made. There are projections at a lot of places. So the design is taken into consideration of the motor before making changes. So that was the housing. Yeah, one more thing. So this component is nothing but the dust cup release button. So when you want to pull this apart, initially the component, you have to press this button such that this mechanism will come out automatically. Otherwise, this is nothing but a snap fit, which is basically you just attach it and then push it, so that will get snapped with the housing part. So that was the dust cup. This was the dust cup release button. This one? Oh, this one. So this is the dust cup release button. Okay, so now we'll be looking at the motor. So before we go into the motor, as you can see, this is inside. This is nothing but the impeller. So this looks like a fan. Actually, it's not a fan. So in a traditional fan, the fin design, if you can see, the purpose of the fins is to blow air. Whereas in an impeller, the purpose is to create vacuum, and because of that, the air will get sucked in. So this is the impeller, and this is the impeller housing. On top of it, we have the motor. So this is nothing but a universal motor, or also known as a serial motor. So it can work on both AC as well as DC, but the input that we will be giving here is AC. So that's why we have got laminated stator. So I'll be explaining now. So this is the stator. As you can see, this iron core part is nothing but the stator. This is the copper winding, and this is the commutator, and the central part, the rotor, is a rotor which is mounted on the shaft, and there is a bearing. So this is nothing but a simple motor, and it basically works on Fleming's left hand rule. Sorry. So basically how it works is change in flux generates a force, and that drives the shaft and that rotates the impeller. So that's the working of the vacuum cleaner. So I think we have completed the components, the main components of the vacuum cleaner. Okay, so this was the product we looked at. It's a vacuum cleaner used for cleaning our households. Okay, so this is a vacuum cleaner, and the main purpose of this is to clean our households for domestic purposes. There are several types. The evolution of vacuum cleaner happened since the 1800s, where people couldn't be able to clean the dust manually because of the manual effort required. So the vacuum cleaner was invented. Initially it was of a larger size. Now it has evolved to a compact one. Now this product has a little bit flaws as well. For example, even though it's compact, it's quite heavy. It's difficult to carry. And one more thing, in case of power failure, we can't use this product because we need electrical current. So instead of that, we can put rechargeable batteries inside this product, which can increase the flexibility as well. And one more thing, the product makes quite a bit of noise, so we can put some noise deadening materials to reduce the NBH levels that are being generated by the product. So that's it.